What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And today is the day I tell you guys how I'm mating a T56 Magnum to a Vortec 4200. And here we go. So as you can see, I already have a lot of this together. Now I'm going to go over what I used and part numbers and whatnot. So it's going to go kind of fast maybe, but here we go. So first things first, you got to get an adapter plate. You can either run the Atlas Industry one like I have on here, or you can put the Tech Motorsports one. And the reason I have the Atlas one on here right now is just because this one will work a lot better in my full-on race build that I plan on doing on my Camaro. I can use this as a mid plate, and I can weld things to it to use it as a mid plate, pretty much. Where this one is all aluminum, and you really can't do that because there's not a whole lot of meat on the extra like it does on this one does. So that's why I have the Atlas Industry one on there, and it is a very nice piece. These guys did a very good job on it, and it also comes with hardware, which is also very nice, where the Tech did not come with any hardware. For the very first thing we got here is the flywheel. Now the flywheel is an Tech deal. You need to go to Tech Motorsports to get that, and I don't think they have a part number. You just got to contact them, and then that's how you get that. You just, contact them, and then they'll tell you how to get it. For right now, I know that they're the only ones building flywheels for these. This is a 10.5-inch flywheel, so a 10.5-inch clutch will fit this, or a Colorado clutch will also fit this, depending on what transmission you're running. You will need to go get a older Colorado flywheel with the ring gear or the starter gear on it, because I don't think you can get just the gear, this ring, anymore. So you got to go and get a used flywheel and press this off, the gear off for the starter gear, press that off, and then put this onto the new flywheel. Pretty easy, just need a press to do it and a little bit of heat. On to the next thing, for the bolts and whatnot. I went ahead and used a set of Mustang or Ford 5-liter Coyote bolts, ARPs, and there's the part number you can get right there. You can also find these on the wiki page for the 4200 stuff. On to the next thing, you'll need a input shaft bearing. An extended one. You can't just run a regular one, because we have now brought the transmission this much further out, so you're going to need something that will bring the input shaft out just a little bit further so it has full contact to the input shaft on the transmission. And here is the part number to that right there. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. And on to the next thing is the clutch. This is what I've went with. This is a Ram clutch. The reason I went with a Ram clutch is because Ram clutch is who makes the flywheel, I believe. I know Tech makes it, but I think they're the one that is doing the work on it. So, because this is the box it came in, so I assumed that's what they had. So I went ahead and went with Ram clutch on the clutches, checked them out. They looked pretty good. For the most part, they had a twin disc that I was wanting, and this is the part number right there for the twin disc that I got. It's rated up to 700 horsepower, which is more than enough for that little car right there. I don't need anything more than that for now. I think it's going to be already a death trap at 600. So this is why I went with a 700 horsepower clutch. This will limit me to not get too crazy with it, but who knows down the road what will happen. But there is that. On to the transmission side of things. This is a T56 Magnum. I bought this brand new from TIC Performance. Great transmissions. These things are rated up to 700 foot-pounds of torque. So that's why I went with this. I went with something that I knew could take a little bit more abuse than I believe it's the AR5 that come in the Colorados. This will take more abuse, and I plan on abusing I just plan on abusing this car a lot. It's going to be on the rev limiter quite a bit. I don't know how long the motor will like it, but we are going to find out. So stop rambling here. This is the bell housing I use. This is a quick performance, not quick performance, quick time bell housing. I got this used. It's for a small block, big block Chevy adapter. And the reason I went with that is just because I got a good deal on it, and it bolts up. This is the same as like a Turbo 400 or Power Glide. It bolts up to this adapter plate very well. But also the LS ones will do the same. LS bell housing will do the same thing. So if you come across a deal on an LS one, it will work just the same as this one will. This is just what I went with because it was a good deal. Now you will need to make a little bit of clearance. As you can see right here, I had to cut some stuff out for the starter. I was going to use a Pack Racing one. I have it, but I didn't want to go out and get another starter. I wanted something that I can just go to the store and get a starter for. So either way, I was going to be cutting into this. So I just went ahead and cut it out enough to where I could run a factory starter. Now on the Camaro build, I'll probably end up using that Pack Racing one adapter plate and using a mini starter for that. But for this one, we're just going to go with a factory one for now. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh wait, nope. We got the slave cylinder down here. This is a factory slave cylinder you can get from your LS1, stuff like that. It's just a factory one. You don't need a crazy one for the amount of horsepower I'm about to be pushing. If you want to go to a very nice, expensive one, you can, but the factory one does the job. But you will need to shim it, and that's not too hard. Just gotta get on YouTube and ask how to shim it. You get those shim kits from Tick Performance. That's where I got mine, and it does the job. Now you're varied on, depending on what clutch you use and whatnot, varies on how many shims you're going to need. So I'm not really going to say how many shims I needed, because I don't want people just like throwing the exact same thing that I had in mine and then they have a different outcome and it didn't make the clutch work right. So you will need to shim it. It will need a few of them. As you can see, I do have the speed deleter on here, and you can also get that from Tick Performance. I had it already installed. Made my life a little bit easier, but they're not too bad to put on yourself if you wanted to do that. But as you can see, this thing's ready to go together. So I'm going to get off of here, stop rambling, and get to work on this 240 and get the motor and tranny in this thing. You get one step closer to having this thing running. So I will catch you guys later.